All right, quick thought while I'm driving home from work. Personally, I feel like people are underestimating this Pokemon 30th anniversary. Like, I know people are talking about it some and talking about, like, oh, the market's going to skyrocket whenever the 30th anniversary comes. But, and like, it is being hyped up. But I feel like this anniversary is feeling a lot less hyped than, like, the 25th anniversary was. Or, like, the hype for the 30th anniversary was here, like, all year. But now the hype feels, to me, it feels like it's like dying down a bit. Some PokeTubers are talking about oh, this 30th isn't even gonna be, might not even be that great. Super Bowl commercial was lame. I don't really like the stamp or like whatever the hell. I feel like this 30th is starting to get slept on. Like maybe I'm tripping or something, and I know it was like the last big anniversary event, like celebrations. Was like the 25th, and like 25th seems like it's like a bigger year than 30 as far as like hype goes, because it's like a quarter of 100, you know, like 25 versus 30. Like 25 just, I don't know, feels more hype. But it's a decade anniversary. It's the third decade anniversary. It's 30 years of Pokemon. Pokemon is turning 30 years old, same age as me. Like I could be completely wrong about the slept on thing, but in my personal opinion, to me, in my YouTube algorithm, I feel like the 30th anniversary isn't being talked about as much as I would expect it to be, since we're so close now. Like people kind of half-ass mention it, or like, oh, Super Bowl commercial, or oh, freaking yeah, new logo. But I would think it would be like, I don't know, more hype. I just feel like whenever they did the 25 anniversary when Celebrations was coming out, I felt like it was way more hype than this 30th anniversary is being right now. And if you think it's about to be like a cute little fucking 30th anniversary logo and a singular Pikachu promo, I think people are severely underestimating how much they're about to milk nostalgia with this 30th anniversary. Like 30th anniversary is coming up, and we got like hardly any leaks. But we got an 18 plus Lego set with a commercial based around like 30 to 40-year-olds reminiscing on their nostalgia for Pokemon. Pokemon officially launched in 1996, and it's 2026, obviously. So it's officially the 30th anniversary. Like for the last decade anniversary, the 20th anniversary, we got some of the best promo cards that the hobby has ever seen. The Generations promos, where we had the like red, blue, and green collection boxes with the XY starter promos, Charizard, Venusaur, Blastoise, Pikachu. We had the like all the mythical promos that came out, the mythical boxes. There was a shitload of collabs and special sets and special boxes that came out. Like Celebrations was cool, but the 25th wasn't nearly as cool as the 20th anniversary. And now that we know that Pokemon is willing to cater to the adults in the hobby and not just the kids, like I feel like they have fully realized now their potential with nostalgia content and nostalgia products. They're going to take full advantage that their core audience is adults now. It's the kids who grew up with Base Set and Game Boy and the beginning of the anime. And now we're all the fucking 25 to 40 years old. And now we all got, well, most of us got jobs and money to spend on Pokemon. Maybe not much, but we got some money to spend, or we'll be willing to sell some shit to be able to afford some of the stuff that Pokemon is going to put out. And some of us also have kids that were wanting to get into the hobby with us. They know exactly who they're targeting now, and they know exactly what they're doing. Pokemon isn't the biggest IP in the world for no reason. And with this anniversary, I don't think they're going to focus on trying to bring new kids in anyway. Pokemon's about to cash in on all the motherfuckers that got re-addicted to Pokemon and are balls deep into the hobby again now that this whole boom is happening. And like I said, they already know what they're doing. They already put out the adult Lego sets, the Lego sets with 18 plus that are obviously marketed towards adults and not kids. We got more UPCs and special collection boxes and big premium boxes with big prices than we've ever had. They're putting out like high-end collectible items and specialty boxes and stuff, and not even pretending it's for kids this year. Like, this anniversary isn't going to be about accessibility. They don't give a fuck. They're about to cash in. It's going to be about emotional leverage, full-fledged nostalgia. Because nostalgia is the most powerful drug when it comes to the Pokemon hobby. Like, oh, I got this nostalgia right here. Let me get a hit of that. Oh, that's good shit. People aren't buying up all these all these vintage cards because it's a rational purchase. We're buying them up because it reminds us of when we were like 8, 9, 10 years old. We had no responsibilities, and all we were doing on the playground or in the back of the bus was trading Pokemon cards with our friends, among other things. We got anniversary logos and special stamps and celebration and generation style callbacks. Gonna have promos and shit with the original Pokemon, with the original 151. And we just had a whole 151 dedicated set in between the last anniversary and this one. Like, they don't need to change or reinvent anything. All they gotta do is remind you about the Pokemon you know and love. They just gotta remind us on how good it felt to collect those Pokemon on the Game Boy games, or ripping those vintage base set Team Rocket and Fossil packs back in the day. We already have rumored that the Game Boy games are being like reimagined or remastered or whatever and put onto the Switch, especially with like red, green, and blue, I think. Like, that's been rumored throughout the entire year, and I think that that's going to come out with the 30th anniversary. And we also had that like promo card tag team looking leak, which I don't know if that was real or AI. Squirtle, Charmander, Bulbasaur tag team card where they're on Professor Oak's table from the original Game Boy games. Like, if they're making promos dedicated to the Game Boy games, it's over. Ain't nobody getting this product. We are fucked. Like, I'm assuming that we're going to get some insane promos for this 30th anniversary. We're going to get some crazy good like Gen 1, 2, and 3 callbacks. Obviously, they're going to capitalize on the original 151. They'll probably have some good premium boxes, another crazy UPC or SPC that hopefully they'll overprint so that way I can get a hold of it. Because they don't need to make these items rare. We already know it doesn't matter how many times they print the shit. If the art is good, if the set is good, if it's dedicated to like the original 151 Pokemon, it always goes up. So they could print the ever-living fuck out of this set and it will always go up. It doesn't matter if this shit is sitting on shelves for years. It doesn't matter if it's sitting in the fucking garbage cans. Eventually, this shit's gonna go up. And especially with how many people are back in the hobby from the past like year or two, all they need to do is like hit these nostalgia waves and make us some good, like genuinely good products that have good promos, that are like high quality and like feel important. Like, I think for us collectors, this is the golden era. This anniversary is going to be amazing. We're probably going to get, at least I'm hoping, some of the coolest art and some of the coolest callbacks that we've ever seen. I swear, I feel like people are underestimating this anniversary because the 20th was crazy. So I feel like the 30th has got to be even crazier. The 25th was cool, but nowhere near as cool as the 20th. So I think the 30th is going to be just as good as the 20th, if not even better. Probably even better. Even if you're an investor, this is going to be an amazing set for you too. Because even if they do print the fuck out of it, as we've seen with literally with every Pokemon product known to man, it doesn't matter how much they print it, it's always going to be a good value long term. And the price is always going to go up long term. Might take a couple hours, might take a couple days, maybe a couple years, but it always goes up. And especially with it being an anniversary set, like the hype is always going to be there for an anniversary set. And because they've already been like leaning into nostalgia and they continue to lean into it, I think that they're really going to pump up the nostalgia-driven content with this 30-year release. Because with the Pokemon market, this shit doesn't move logically. Everything is ran on like nostalgia and emotion. Like, this isn't going to be another like Perfect Order set, which hasn't even came out yet. But like, this is not going to be a shit set. This isn't going to be one of the things where you have to like pick your poison with like which box you're going to pick up or where you're going to allocate your money. Unless like you're holding to a budget, then you try and allocate it to the best boxes. But for the most part, like anything anniversary related, you just buy whatever it is, whether it's a collection box, a deck box, fucking specialty box, ETB, UPC, singular cards, anniversary sets, like just buy it. Like, anniversary sets are one of the times where you don't really need to optimize and min-max. Anniversary sets, you just buy whatever the fuck they throw at you. And then if you plan on holding this shit or investing in it, 10 years from now, people aren't even going to know what the fuck MSRP is. It doesn't matter. They're just going to remember how good it felt to open up a 30-year anniversary product and how nostalgic it was, how it reminded them of their childhood. Like, anything anniversary related is just one of those feel-good products that typically, like, the hit rates are really good and everything, even in English, feels good to open. Like whether the prices of these sets go up or down or sideways or whatever, just like Celebrations and just like Generations, everything feels good to open. So I'm assuming that they're going to do that with this 30th anniversary as well. And as long as they don't put out some shit sets after this 30th anniversary, which I don't think they're going to, because I keep seeing like leaks and rumors of like Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald sets coming out. So if they actually put sets out for those, like, we're about to blast off even more than we already are. Pokemon's about to skip the moon and just jump straight to Mars. Like, I don't know. What do you think about this 30th anniversary? You think it's gonna be good? You think I'm overhyping it? Has the hype for the 30th anniversary actually died down, or am I just tripping? I mean, my algorithm has not been pushing me shit for the 30th anniversary, really, for the past like month or so, besides the Super Bowl commercial. And it's obviously no doubt that regardless, anniversary sets do well over time. So like even if you're not buying to try and open or collect the hits from the sets, like just like buying a couple to put on the shelf and display is never a bad idea. I don't know, let me know what you think. I still can't decide if I want to just buy one of those like Amber Nick like Game Boy looking emulators, or if I want to wait for like these remastered Game Boy games to come out on the Switch. I don't really play handheld games like that anymore. I don't play my Switch often, but when I do, it's on the TV, it's not on the handheld. But I feel like the only way to play those Game Boy games, unless they do something crazy, but is to play them in like handheld mode. But I don't know if I want it on the Switch or on like one of the Amber Nick Game Boys. So also, if you got one of those, let me know how you like it.